Prepare to discover the shocking truth behind the tragic fate of Jesus' 12 apostles. What you know might be completely wrong. In a journey of faith and sacrifice that challenges all beliefs, we will reveal secrets that history has left aside. You will be surprised by the powerful lessons that can transform your life right now. Stay with us and find out how these extraordinary lives continue to impact humanity today. The Call of the Apostles. The story of Jesus' 12 apostles begins with a simple yet transformative call. Amid their everyday lives, fishermen, tax collectors, and zealots heard Jesus' words, "Follow me." This invitation was more than a request, it was a divine call that promised a new life, a mission beyond what they could imagine. Faith was the force that united them with Jesus, an invisible but powerful bond that propelled them to leave everything behind and follow the one they believed to be the Son of God. Thus, each apostle began his journey, shaped by this divine encounter and marked by profound transformation. However, the shadow of destiny awaited patiently, for the path they chose was not easy, filled with challenges and, for many, a tragic end. Peter, the Rock. Peter, originally called Simon, is perhaps the most prominent among the apostles. His name, given by Jesus, means a rock, symbolizing the fundamental role he would play in building the church. With unwavering faith, Peter was a natural leader among the disciples, but he also faced his own weaknesses. He denied Jesus 3 times on the night of the crucifixion, an episode that deeply marked him. After the resurrection, however, his faith was restored and strengthened. He became the leader of the early church, preaching about love and compassion to Samaritans and Jews. Eventually, Peter met his tragic end in Rome, where, according to tradition, he was crucified upside down, an act of humility before God. His death resonated as a testament to the faith he professed until the end. Andrew, the fisher of men. Andrew, Peter's brother, was the first to be called to follow Jesus. A fisherman by trade, he quickly became a fisher of men, spreading the message of love and salvation. Andrew is remembered for his role in bringing others to Christ, including his own brother. He preached the gospel in various parts, including Greece and Asia Minor. Unfortunately, his devotion culminated in a cruel martyrdom. He was condemned to death by crucifixion, but, like Peter, he requested to be placed on an X-shaped cross, feeling unworthy to die in the same manner as his master. Andrew remained faithful until his last breath, his life a living testament to unconditional faith and love. James the Greater, the son of thunder. James, son of Zebedee and brother of John, was known as one of the sons of thunder. With an intense and passionate personality, he was one of the 3 privileged disciples who witnessed the transfiguration of Jesus. James was the first apostle to be martyred, his death a clear demonstration of the cost of faith in a hostile world. He was beheaded by order of Herod Agrippa I, becoming a revered martyr among the early Christians. His death served as a catalyst, inspiring others to remain steadfast in their faith, reminding that God's love and the mission to preach to Samaritans and beyond were worth any sacrifice. John, the Beloved. John, the brother of James, also called the beloved disciple, had a unique role among the apostles. He was not only present at crucial moments in Jesus' life but also took care of Mary, Jesus' mother, after the crucifixion. His life was dedicated to proclaiming divine love, and he wrote the gospel that bears his name, as well as the epistles and Revelation. Unlike the other apostles, John died of natural causes, but his life was not free from suffering and persecution. He was exiled on the island of Patmos, where he received apocalyptic visions. John's life is a lasting testimony of love and faith, his longevity a symbol of hope and perseverance. Philip, the questioner. Philip was directly called by Jesus and is known for his constant quest for understanding and truth. He played an important role in the multiplication of loaves and fishes and in introducing new followers to Jesus. Philip preached in places like Phrygia and Asia Minor, spreading the message of love and faith. His intellectual curiosity led him to explore deep theological questions, always seeking to better understand the nature of God. Philip met his end in Hierapolis, Turkey, where he was martyred by crucifixion. His life and death are a testament to the importance of constant pursuit of knowledge and faith. Bartholomew, the pure of heart. Bartholomew, also known as Nathanael, is remembered for his sincerity and purity of heart. Upon being introduced to Jesus by Philip, his initial doubts were quickly dispelled upon encountering the truth in Jesus' gaze. Bartholomew preached in India, Mesopotamia, and Armenia, bringing the message of God's love to many. His death was particularly cruel. He was flayed alive and then beheaded. Despite his terrible end, Bartholomew is remembered as an example of unwavering faith, always trusting in divine love, even in the face of unimaginable suffering. Thomas, the transformed doubt. Thomas is often remembered for his disbelief after Jesus' resurrection, but his story goes beyond that. Known for his honesty and quest for truth, Thomas was not content with superficial answers. Once affirmed, his faith became unshakable, and he traveled to India to spread the gospel. There, he established a strong church, which survives to this day as a testament to his work. Thomas was martyred by a spear, but his life reminds us that doubt is not the opposite of faith, but a path to deeper and more meaningful faith, always in pursuit of love and truth. Matthew, the redeemed publican. Matthew, also known as Levi, was a tax collector before being called by Jesus. His transformation from publican to apostle is a testimony to the redemptive power of faith. Matthew wrote the gospel that bears his name, highlighting Jesus' lineage and the importance of his message of love and salvation. He preached in Ethiopia and other regions, bringing the gospel to the marginalized and forgotten. Matthew met his end through martyrdom, probably by decapitation or stoning. His life is a testimony of redemption, showing that God's love can transform even the most despised. James the Lesser, the wise. James, son of Alphaeus, is often called James the Lesser to distinguish him from James the Greater. He is known for his wisdom and leadership in the early church in Jerusalem. James wrote an epistle emphasizing the importance of works alongside faith, showing how the practice of love is vital in Christian life. He was martyred by being thrown from the pinnacle of the temple and then beaten to death. His life and death are a powerful reminder that faith and wisdom go hand in hand, guiding believers in the practice of divine love in a world that often opposes the truth. Simon, the Zealot. Simon, called the Zealot, was known for his fervor and passion for his faith. Before following Jesus, he may have been a member of a Jewish revolutionary group. Simon preached the gospel in the Middle East and Africa, always guided by his devotion to love and divine justice. He faced martyrdom, probably crucifixion, remaining firm in his faith until the end. Simon's life is an example of how passion and zeal can be channeled for divine purposes, always seeking justice and God's love in all circumstances. Jude Thaddeus, the hopeful apostle. Jude Thaddeus, also known as Thaddeus or Lebbeus, is remembered for his hope and devotion. He is known for his epistle, which encourages believers to remain firm in faith and God's love. Jude preached in Mesopotamia and Persia, spreading the message of hope and salvation. He met his end through martyrdom, being beaten to death with a club. Jude Thaddeus's life is a reminder that even in times of darkness and uncertainty, hope and faith are lights that guide the way to truth. The story of Jesus' 12 apostles is a powerful testimony of faith, love, and devotion to God. Each of them, with their peculiarities and weaknesses, responded to the divine call and played a crucial role in spreading Christianity. The sacrifice of their lives reminds us that true faith often requires courage and resilience in the face of adversity. Are we willing to demonstrate such love and commitment in our own spiritual journey? What do you think? What challenges do you face in your walk of faith? How can the examples of the apostles inspire changes in your life? Reflecting on these questions can help us grow spiritually and find new ways to manifest our love for God and others. If you enjoyed this video and want to continue learning more about faith and the teachings of the apostles, subscribe to our channel, Divine Passages, and turn on notifications to not miss any new content. Leave your like and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's explore these spiritual paths together.